Hello students, this is the second session of the chapter Chemistry of Natural Products. In this session you can find the limitation of open chain structure of glucose and ring structure of glucose. So in the earlier session we had arrived at the open chain structure proposed by Emil Fischer. But it could not explain many of the properties of glucose. Many of the properties of glucose could not be explained using the open chain structure. Then what are the properties which could not be explained by open chain structure? Glucose does not restore the pink color or shifts reagent and does not form addition compound with sodium bisulfate. Glucose does not restore the pink color of Schiff's reagent and does not form addition compound with sodium bisulfite. At the same time, glucose pentaacetate does not react with hydroxylamine, indicating the absence of free aldehydic group. Then, glucose reacts with one molecule of methanol in the presence of dilute hydrochloric acid to form two isomeric glycosides, two isomeric acetals. Then again, a freshly prepared solution of glucose obtained by recrystallization from alcohol shows a specific rotation of plus 112 degree, and this value gradually decreases till it becomes constant at plus 52 degree. So all these phenomena could not be explained by the open chain structure of glucose. At the same time, when glucose is crystallized from pyridine, it showed a specific rotation of plus 18 degree. This value again gradually increases and becomes constant at plus 52 degree. This phenomenon of change of specific rotation with time to an equilibrium value is called mutarotation. The phenomenon of change of specific rotation plus 18 to plus 52 plus 112 to plus 52. This value, this process, this phenomenon is termed as mutarotation. This indicates that glucose exists in two isomeric forms. To explain the above fact, a cyclic structure for glucose was proposed. There, the CHO group of glucose react with NOH group with its own chain to form an intramolecular hemiacetal. During this process, a new asymmetric center is introduced at the carbonyl carbon of the open chain structure. So this is the open chain structure. Here we have a CHO group. This CHO will react with the fifth OH group, fifth carbon atom OH group to form a cyclic structure. During the formation of cyclic structure, a new chiral center will be introduced at the top. That will be the first carbon, and based on the position of OH and H on the first carbon, we have two isomers. Here OH is on the left side, so this is a beta D glucose, and here the OH is on the right side, so this is a alpha D glucose structure. So this carbon atom is termed as anomeric carbon, and these two are anomers. This alpha D glucose and beta D glucose are together called as anomers. These two forms are known as anomers, which differ in configuration at C1. Thus 1 and 2 are anomers. The anomer 1 with OH group on the right side is defined as alpha D glucose, and the other one is beta D glucose. The CHO group can react with C4OH or C5OH to form 5-membered or 6-membered structure. If the CHO is reacting with the fourth OH, we get a 5-membered structure. Whereas if the CHO is reacting with the fifth OH, we get a 6-membered structure. Then this cyclic structure can explain the drawback of open chain structure. The glucose ring is not very stable. Strong reagent like HCN, NH2OH, phenylhydrazine then break the ring to give the intermediate aldehydic form. It means it is not completely stable. It completely switch over to the open chain and the ring structure. However, weak reagents like ammonia, sodium bisulfite are not able to open the chain and cannot react with it. This explains the inability of glucose to form aldehyde, ammonia and bisulfite addition compounds. Now, during the formation of hemiacetal, a new chiral carbon is introduced on C1. Hence, two isomeric glycosides are formed, and they are what? Alpha glucose and beta glucose. Ordinary glucose has a specific rotation of plus 112 degree, and that is the alpha isomer, while the other form has a specific rotation of plus 18 degree. So alpha has a specific rotation of plus 112 degree, whereas beta has a specific rotation of plus 18 degree. An aqueous solution of both alpha and beta isomer are interconverted slowly to give an equilibrium of both the form, and that has the specific rotation value plus 52 degree. Now, this is the six-membered structure of glucose, and it is termed as pyran or pyranose structure. Pyran or pyranose structure, whereas five-membered structure is termed as furanose structure. So, glucose has six-membered ring having 5 carbon atom and 1 oxygen atom, and it is called as either pyran or pyranose structure. Then group on, how to write the group? Here this is the straight chain as well as the open chain as well as the ring chain together where we have written. But when we are writing the Haber structure, the closed cyclic ring structure, which is Haber structure, how to write the group? You can see the group on the left side are written on the top and the group on the right side are written at the bottom. So this is the first carbon in the open chain structure, not open chain exactly. The open close together, when we write that structure, is the another form of representation of the ring structure, Haber structure. Because in open chain structure, this cycle will not be there. It will be completely open. That is Fischer structure, and these two are Haber structure. So how to write the group in the Haber ring structure? This is the first carbon. Here H is on the left and OH on the right. So H on the top and OH at the bottom. Second carbon, H left, OH right. So H top and OH bottom. This will continue, and this is how we write the group on the ring. Then mutarotation, already we have seen this term, the phenomenon of spontaneous change of specific rotation of an optically active compound with time to an equilibrium value is called mutarotation. This is the definition of mutarotation. Mutarotation involves a simultaneous attack by an acid and a base to produce the open chain aldehyde structure. Water is an amphiprotic solvent acting as acid and base. When either form is placed in solution, it slowly forms the other via the open chain aldehyde form, and the gradual change in specific rotation is attributed to the establishment of equilibrium between the two forms. So these two are the two anomeric form, alpha and beta glucose. So this is the open chain structure of the glucose, where here we have the complete aldehyde group, and this is the hydroxyl group on the fifth carbon atom. So this proton will be leaving by giving the electron to the oxygen atom, and this O negative will try to form a bond with the carbonyl compound. At the same time, from the double bond, electron will be shifted towards oxygen to form O minus. And this O minus will combine with the left out proton to form OH. So we get a COH and H. And in the other form, OH position will be down and H will be up in alpha, whereas in beta, OH will be up and H will be down. So the process, the conversion of alpha to beta, beta to alpha continuously takes place through the open chain structure until the equilibrium between the two structure is formed. So students, in this session you would have learned about the limitation of open chain structure of glucose and also the ring structure of glucose and the advantage of glucose muta rotation, then anomeric concept, alpha D and beta D, structure, the glucose structure, how to draw the structure, all these things you would have learned in this session.